Today I wanted to talk about the AT-ST and how deadly this thing can be on the battlefield while showing some gameplay of it. Welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront video. I know that the beta is over, but I wanted to make a video about this just to show some of the awesome gameplay that I had in this thing, as well as talk about some tips and tricks that might be able to help you out when the game actually goes live. Now, for those of you who don't know, the AT-ST is one of the most deadly vehicles you can find in-game currently. It's a pickup that you can find around the battlefield, and it is deadly, it is quick, it is accurate, and it is a great vehicle to come across. Now, while the AT-AT is, undoubtedly probably the thing that you can get kills with the easiest in the game, it's just a gunner view. It doesn't provide you with all that much gameplay. While the AT-ST, you can actually perform tactics, and you can do really well and be very aggressive and just have a lot of fun. And so I think the AT-ST is my favorite thing in game currently, but it's one of the only ones in game currently, so I can't really say that it will be the same after it goes live. The AT-ST is easily able to wipe out whole groups of the enemy team using the barrage of grenades. Its main guns are more than capable of dispatching groups of enemy troops as well, and the missile, and this is actually, I didn't start using this until the beta was almost over, but the missile is very key in taking out turrets before they inflict a good deal of damage on you, or you can use it to disrupt a group of enemies while getting a kill or two. Usually what I kind of did was I would run around and I'd pretty much use everything I had to my advantage, and then if I saw a turret, I'd just point at it and shoot and take it out. But if I was shooting my main guns and then launch my grenades and there were still people there, I'd fire a missile at the ground and just try to get some kills, and usually you got a kill or two. And so it's using the whole arsenal that the AT-ST has is key to you doing well in it. Don't be afraid to be aggressive. That's probably the #1 thing that I have to say about the AT-ST if you're planning on using it when it goes live. Keep in mind, though, that the enemy team can also find pickups that can take you out very easily, such as the Smart Rocket. They also have ion grenades and ion shots, which are capable of inflicting massive damage on you. Also, another thing that they have are the turrets, but specifically the tank turret, or whatever it's called. It's the little disc thing. That thing can take out a ton of your health very, very easily. So be aware that the enemy team can do a ton of damage to you very easily. Now, the best way to play the AT-ST, from what I have found, is to absolutely aggressively rush the enemy team while constantly firing, using your grenades, taking out the turrets, and stomping out the enemy team if need be. It can actually stomp on people. And so just rush them, run over them, do whatever you can to get kills, and don't stop firing. There is a little that the enemy team can do, but stand their ground and focus their fire on you, which makes them a very easy target for your main guns or for the groups of people, your grenades. They can, however, jump pack away, which might be their best option, but what I do if I encounter an AT-ST is to either, 1, avoid it, 2, hop into a tank turret, because like I said, it can do a ton of damage, unless, of course, they can easily take a couple shots at you, then you're going to die in that thing. 3, charge up your ion shots and shoot at them, and usually this works best if you have a coordinated effort, a team effort, and everybody's shooting at them, because you can actually kill them very quickly, and I've died remarkably easily from a focused team. Or 4, you can try to jump pack close enough to them, throw an ion grenade, and watch them die, because most of the time it takes out a lot of their health. So the #1 thing that I think, if you encounter an AT-ST, is to play very smart and strategically. You can jump pack behind them and, do damage from the back. They might not even know that you're there. If you have ion grenades, that's another great thing that you can use. And basically, work as a team, because it's very important, especially on Hoth and Walker Assault, if you see an AT-ST, to take it out quickly, because a really good player, such as somebody like Sacriel, who is amazing in the thing, or I have even had great runs in it where I've gotten 40+ kills in the thing, a good player can easily wipe out the entire team and keep them at bay while the Imperials just kind of mop the floor and capture and destroy the objectives or defend them or whatever you want to call it. And so it's very important to take them out very quickly. So specifically on Hoth, I wanted to talk about what I noticed and how the AT-ST plays. Now, I do also want to say that because of the beta, we have no idea what Hoth is going to be like when it goes live, because more than likely they're going to tweak things. They might even change the level. I have no idea what they're going to do, but from what I saw in the beta, the AT-ST can deal a ton of damage while taking very little in return in this section of the battlefield before the open trench area. So if you are looking, if you're playing on the map, you have the hangar, and then you have a door, and then you have another door a little bit further on. There's kind of like a little ridge part of the mountain mountain that sticks out right there, that's kind of like the line that I'm talking about right now. Anything before that, it seems that the AT-ST can really just trounce in that area because it's close quarter combat for that thing. People have to hug corners, there's choke points, it's very easy for them to get a ton of kills. Now once the rebels get pushed back into the trenches though, it might be more difficult for you to get kills in this area unless you somehow manage to sneak up closer, which I managed to do one time and I got a ton of kills. It was ridiculous because people just spawn out in the open, and it's really, that's the thing with the spawn system on that map. I really hope that they change that around or make it so that they can spawn in tunnels or something like that, because it's really easy for you to just kind of spawn camp and kill people, or you need some kind of invulnerability or something like that, because it's really unfair in the current state of things. Now the way that you sneak up, from what I could see, is either by hugging the left side of the mountain and crouching behind that little, it's really difficult to explain, but there's a little part of a mountain with a path that goes around the left. You can actually crouch down behind that and not take a lot of damage. And so if you can manage to get into that location and then go around and get out into the open from right there, you don't have a lot of room to go. Just make sure that on the left there, you take out those turrets. So like I said, I'm talking about beta. I have no idea what the map's going to look like in the live play, but there are some turrets right there. You need to take those out. It's very, very important. Now you can either sneak up on the left side, or you can also go in from the right side, because there's like a valley and you kind of have some cover. So if you go really far wide in the right flank, you can easily move up into the trench area. Now keep in mind though that the number one thing that you want to do is stay on the move in this thing. Keep shooting, make use of your abilities, and rush them. Play very aggressively. You can use just like a soldier. So you're able to sprint, which is most people, I don't know if most people know that, you can actually sprint in the thing and crouch if you need to. Don't be afraid to play very aggressively. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Just some tips and tricks from what I noticed in the beta. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to be the same in live, but the play style of it shouldn't be any different. You should still be able to rush, you still be able to use your abilities, and still be able to be very aggressive. So hopefully you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.